You can.
Okay, perfect. So inside the hibiscus, we are focusing on the use of used cooking oil to transform chemically this raw material, this material that we stream, into high performance polyurethane building and envelope materials. As has been discussed so far, buildings accounts of a lot of carbon footprint and energy consumption. So the insulation of buildings is something that is extremely important. And also the use of renewable resources and recycling are topics that are very on the table from the European Commission, right? So, okay, now. So what we are building is from cooking oil that has been used for domestic uses. After they go into a refined process, they can be chemically recycled and turned into polyol derived raw material. So we can use it for different products. And at the end of life, this can be recycled through two recycling processes. First one is the mechanical recycling, and the second one is the chemical recycling. So the chemical recycling is the one that we try to incorporate into our variety of products that we have developed in several European projects. Why it matters? Most of the solutions that have been applied for waste management, they used to have low performance. So performance is one of the things that we want to demonstrate that with bio-based, especially with chemically recycled bio-based raw materials, do not compromise the performance of the materials that we develop. Because in the houses, comfort, thermal acoustic comfort is really important, as well as the savings related to energy. The use of fossil-free renewable resources is something that is extremely important also in order to reduce the consumption of crude oil. So bio-based resources are welcome into this process of product development that is also linked to the circularity by design. Circularity by design is also related to the raw materials, but the product design is also very important in order to, for example, to use less complex materials, use simple materials, single material for providing this thermal performance is something that we have as a DNA in our company. So where we are now, these are the two lines that we have developed, ClimaPure and BIO-LUSH. So in the case of ClimaPure, we have developed windows, false frames, and curtain wall systems, which have been certified through Passing House, marking, and also patented in the case of the windows and other processes. We have nowadays more or less more than 400 windows in the market. We have demonstrated to reduce 30% the energy compared to other old windows, for example. And the second line, which is related to insulation, we have developed several versions of the formulation that can be sprayed, that can be injected, can be manufactured as sandwich panel. We are also working in flexible material, but we are mostly focused on rigid materials, which are the biggest opportunity in the construction market. We have electric insulation and other types of materials that can be used for different purposes as green walls, for example, in the case of hydropur. And these materials reach up to 75% bio-based for walls, roof, and floors. It's a pre-commercial line right now, and we are scaling in some cases. I will show you also part of the pilots that we are involved in several European projects. We have 6 pilot buildings with different materials. This is one of them. This is a case study where the industrial renovation of a complete facade has taken place in Lithuania, in Vilnius. It's a single-family house where we have replaced the windows and also implemented insulation sprayable foam that has been incorporated in some prefabricated panels. This is another study, the case study that we have developed a particular formulation for sandwich panel, which is a production that runs in a continuous process. So it's a highly demanding and consuming application. And with this, in this project, we have renovated the facade and also the roof. So the complete facade has been insulated with this material, and the performance has been increased from a E class to a A class, combining also. In this case, we didn't put the windows, but we demonstrated that we can integrate our material in the complete thermal envelope. So what we are looking for? We are looking for construction and product makers in order to try our windows and also the insulation foams that we have developed so far. Industrial collaboration in the case of particular for hibiscus in order to meet usually cooking oil collectors and refiners and also associations that are related to this activity. And we are also open to new European research initiatives for the chemistry of bio-based chemistry, the construction, recycling, and other materials, which are the topics that we are working in this more or less 11 European projects that we have been involved. So thank you so much. If you have any question, please let me know.